a lot of people coming here. I just want them to understand that, there's rules. Adat namanya aturan adat. There has to be strong. Because right now, there's people here, they think that Bali is just a wild country. We have around 45,000 tons of trash in Badung only. Because we don't even have a TPA, disposal burning system.
With so many constructions happening there is no water, people forced to drill the water, right? Sooner or later it's gonna be make any sinkholes because everybody just drilling.
Yeah. In the old days of Bali, they throw everything in the sungai, but it's only a few people doing that. But nowadays, they throw everything on the sungai.
And
we have millions of people doing that. And you're gonna keep on cleaning the sungai.
Yeah.
But we need to start doing this from grade 1 in school. People that come here, they have to understand what are problems and fix it up. If we could fix from the bottom up, man, Bali can be great. So I hope with this new cabinet of Bali, fix that up.
I'm not Balinese, but I am Bataknese. I need to respect what the culture here. We all live in tolerance. You do that kind of disrespectful things in front of us while we taking care and we, each one of us, work hard for our tolerance. It's not acceptable.
Your place been here like how long?
Started from the 1950s, my mother in Kuta was a very, very poor area, because the land in Kuta, nobody wants it there before, because it's a land that you cannot do agriculture,
Yeah.
and it's a beach land, nobody wants it. So they swapped the land inside. So, it's different than today. Now everybody wants to be on the beach.
Yeah.
Because in the old days, nobody wants to be on the beach, and Kuta people were always the one that's going fishermen. My mother was super poor, and they had one fish to sell to basically, one fish set they share with 5 brothers and sisters because they didn't have anything.
But now you see Kuta, like from there to now, like
It's crazy. It's a lot of changes. It's too much changes.
Yeah.
But for me, they're not. It's the changes with no education. Basically, now they're just waiting for money from contracts. Sorry to say, I don't care who it is, but I was raised because my father was Jewish Dutch. I was born and raised in Bali. I was one of the first mix in Bali. Yeah, I was born in 1981.
Yeah.
My father's from Holland, so I was the first gringo, and I was Balinese. My first language was Bali. Second language is Indo, and the third language is English.
Yeah.
And I grew up a very, very hard situation because my mother and father was the first, basically, married a foreigner in that time because my brother is born 1976. And those days were hard. Because if you in a local married a bule, that means you're something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Big
Back then, it's like it says
discrimination.
1970s.
Discrimination.
Yeah. We're also like you from where you from?
North Sumatra originally.
Sumatra.
Yeah, North Sumatra.
Like, how do you feel being in Bali? Like how long you been in Bali?
I've been here for 24 years.
Okay.
Since 2000, I came here straight to go to college.
Yeah.
So in Bukit, in Udayana University in Polytechnic. So I got a diploma in tourism from there.
Yeah.
So that's the first things that I came to Bali. But I have been trying to get to Bali since I was in junior high school because I saw Luatu,
Yeah.
It's just in the television. And then after that, I just want to come to Bali more and more. And then, I got to Bali in 2000, and then before Bukit was just like what he told you also. There's no one want to be in the Bukit.
There's no water there.
No water there.
So if you look at Bukit in the old days, that was like Australia. People, in the 50s or 40s when they got, if you go to jail, they move people there to do agriculture, to move. It's like Australia basically.
Yeah.
And there's no water there till today. So
Still like it's been
Still really
saying,
hard water even now.
that's why I'm trying to work with the government through some people that I know. It's like Kuta and the other rest of Bali is really like the water, no problem. And then
Yeah.
what? And then 10 kilometers away,
That's
It's
it.
the water problem. It's
That's
just-
exactly what I was mentioning. I don't see any water problem around this here, or like
Yeah.
even in the north.
Yeah,
Like,
even Elon Musk came here with the water
Yeah.
forum, yeah, that time.
yeah,
So well, basically what he says was right. 70% of the world is water. It's just how you deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, because well, now there's like my buddy has something like installation like from seawater to drinking water. I mean, there's also pipe there in because I have some business also in with Rizal Tanjung before, and now it just doesn't make sense because there's a system and there's just stuff like that because it's just like Africa there. And a water tank, it's just, if you do it the right way, synergy with the government, we can really, really turn that to be a place because 70% of the world is water.
yeah.
And I mean, like, Uluwatu, I mean, like, seawater.
Just
is never
make
gonna be
the
finished.
seawater process into the
Yeah, to salt water to, like a drinking
Reverse
water.
osmosis.
Yeah.
Well, we need the right contact for that,
Yeah.
which I have.
But this does cost a lot of money to process the water.
In the invest,
Yeah,
in the
well,
first
water is
initiation.
life. Without water, you're gonna have 10 hotels or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have your food, whatever. But water is life.
Yeah.
Correct?
So who's going to do it? Like, if you think the government is going to do it, the people who's
Nah.
building the places there in Uluwatu now, they
Well, in Uluwatu, a few months ago, they did a demonstration. Yeah, I can introduce you because in the next few days, I'm gonna go there with a friend of mine to see what's the problem because right now, I mean, like, there's a lot of buildings going on with less water. I mean, it's just been monopolized.
Yeah, he's been there. He's been talking about it for like now, like how long he's been trying to like make people aware about the construction.
Yeah.
Yeah, with so many constructions happening, there is no water, right? So people forced to drill the water, right? So that will make soon or later it's gonna be make any sinkholes because everybody just drilling. It's 180 meters you have to drill.
Well,
so
I
it
have-
costs 350 million to drill water there on top of the
Plus
hill.
the water you don't know because you have to really drill deep because if the seawater comes in, it's more salt.
Yeah.
Payau, yeah.
What do you call it? The
It's a bit salty the water.
Yeah.
Air payau bahasa Indonesia nya,
payau
ya
or
apa bahasa
what do you call
Inggrisnya?
it? It's like that.
Like bayu.
Eggshell. What do you call it? Kalak. The eggshell. What do you call it?
Eggshell?
Yeah, that's come to your kidney.
Oh, kidney stones.
No, yeah, it comes from the dirty water from the.
Oh, okay.
So we're trying to do that because I mean, Bali is the destination of Indonesia,
Yeah.
and for me, there's a lot of big hotels there. I mean, that's a water problem. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys both think about like now? Like, where is the Bali heading? The future of Bali?
Well, we need to structure the whole stuff first, and then especially like in Bukit area, because here we don't have a problem with water. Right now we do, and yeah, it depends on the government what they want to do with this new government now, because Prabowo, Jokowi did a good job, and now I hope Prabowo also. We're trying to fix not the big 5-star resort from the bottom up, because like okay, everybody wants to invest in Bukit, but there's no water. I mean, people are like, sorry to say it's not monopolized, but it's just a tank of water. It's like Africa.
Yeah, I don't think it's only water. Like, if it comes like destruction of the nature, like Uluwatu Cliff, they've been dismantled, and like now, I mean, everybody's talking about it. Like,
Well, you can't really talk about that because if you see the ocean, Great Ocean Drive in Melbourne, we need infrastructure. And Mr. Luhut already spoke about the MRT and stuff like that. But that's why we need a strong leader right now to have first of all is the infrastructure of this traffic is ridiculous, man. I have businesses in Canggu. I have a lot of land access there. But for me to go there, it's just I got jet lag coming back.
yeah,
It's just ridiculous. It's not even traffic. And I hope also the police, if it's like when you see the road. In Jakarta, the traffic, they stay in the lane. Here they just go here, and here. That's create traffic and they just stay there like, I know the police people, and maybe just kesabaran means a little bit of passion, patience, everybody can go away because everybody's in a hurry. They go with the footpath. Everybody's taking their lane. How can these people go? You know, and that's why the road rage started because they're taking over the lane, and it's just small things like that that maybe we could just, you know, every 2 minutes of help of the traffic. Now it's not even 2 minutes, and it was 2-3 hours. You know. So if people from the government or the police could just tell the people, just stay on the lane, not taking over the lane and stay there and just expect the people to move.
That won't happen in day one. Like I feel like it's gonna take a 10 years of process.
No,
because,
well, it
like,
just needs from the police and how to be more sabar, means more patient. But traffic's not for one person or two, it's for everybody. If everybody follow the rules, like Australia, everybody. Jakarta, if you see Jakarta, there's a lane here, if there's a lane here, somebody's here. It creates more. Itulah kesabaran. And I know traffic, but if you create like that, take somebody's lane, how are they gonna move? This guy can't move, this guy can't move. So, you know, I have to start from there. That first of all, if Bali wants to go ahead, I think infrastructure is number one. And also, you know, like, water system there and a lot of trash problem as well. What Sungai Wants are doing, I'm very proud of them. But what they're doing right now it's not a solution for the long run, you know, because we don't even have a TPA.
A proper TPA.
TPA is like a disposal burning system. You know, I mean, like right now.
we were like the Chinese. I read an article. Chinese company is trying to process trash. They're investing 250 million in Kenya. They're trying to build a plant to process all this trash. And
Yeah, well,
they
Guyana
make
is a different story. You
Yeah.
know, we have around 45,000 ton of trash in Bandung only. I think we have like 100,000 bottles of plastic. So we you know, we don't even know now it's in Mengwi and then now it's there. So we really need a proper. I hope the new cabinet with the new generation, because Made Gajah is a friend of mine with the new generation. If we could fix from the bottom up, and Bali can be great, because you know, right now I'm doing this by Janur. It's a non-organic and organic. I mean, because right now we need to basically teach people it from elementary school. You know, they have to have 3 different, like in Australia and the West, like, you know, green, recycle, plastic, or whatever. Something like that, you know. I mean, like, if you see Kuta Beach, you know, I was with me in Nilo Jalanting. They built that wall for what, $60 million wall, beautiful. That's not even a trash. You know, if you could see, I'll send you the video because I told Nilo to see it. I mean, how can we have welcome to Bali, and then when you come out, they don't eat the trash. It's just outside those beautiful booty, just sitting there with all 3 days hasn't been picked up. And I'm embarrassed because I live on the beach. I surf. Before I was also part of the start of the surfing Indonesia PSOE with TP and to start the Olympic 2021. So I was the one that started with him to you know, for the Olympics. So that's great, but now also, you know, like, you know, all this beach club is great, but we need some trash. If you go to Kuta, I can send you some video. It's embarrassing. I want also, you know, if all the vineyards are together, because if I go to Thailand, man, I mean, it's so safe and everybody's following the rules. I don't know why the bullies are here going crazy. Like, they think they own the road, no helmet, doing burnout.
But people say that like, oh, locals are doing it. Oh, I'm learning from a local.
No,
but it's a stupid answer. I understand. Like it's.
Well, I think it's, you know, but with this bike system, I don't know what they think about this Aussie. I think the police needs to be more tougher. I mean, like, you know, there's a robbing here, robbing there, bagang, this. How can, you know, I have cameras here everywhere. I have cameras in my apartment, I have cameras here, I have a lot of businesses. But now, Seminyak, I had to talk to Seminyak. Just put some cameras in there. Because I'm paying every month, like, you know, security for
Security, yeah.
But don't work from 9 to 5. I want to secure this place, dude, because, you know, I mean, like, if you lose your passport and your wallet overseas, oh, it's the worst feeling ever, you know? And so someone's losing your phone. I see it a lot in Instagram, and I feel bad. They get snatched, they see the road. I mean, to invest cameras, it's not much at all. Control the police and this and that.
Especially if you do it in the central spot, like a tourist
only on the
objects.
public lane, on the Dararawan though. Like the one has dark places and
With no lights, So especially after that 12 o'clock until the morning.
Because they know these people know where it's safe. They look at.
But I think Bali is still a safe place. Like it's not a lot of robbing, I would say.
Well, it's not that. It's just like, why? I mean, like these people here. We're trying. During COVID, I was one of the first to open here. Everything is closed. Everybody's gone, but now it's like a lot of people coming here. I just want them to understand that, there's rules.
This is one of the biggest struggles also, like the party life. See, Bali is supposed to be, it's a nature, people come to visit the culture and people. Now it's becoming, Bali is a party island.
Yeah, but party island for me is like this. If you go to Australia, there's a club here, there's a police right there.
Yeah.
If they're drunk, bang, see you later. In Thailand, they won't even do this.
Yeah.
I just got back to Thailand, man. I feel safest there. With my wife going out or my son going out here, it's been a lot.
It's like somebody can drink and somebody can fight someone up, It's
For
just
what?
like,
Over what? Because they know somebody.
Yeah, there's nothing. No, it's not only they know somebody. It's just people are stupid. I think people are they drink
it's not
alcohol.
educated people.
Yeah.
Secure. We've got security of the village, secure of the police. One walkie-talkie should be in there, or just say Finch Beach. In front should be a cop taking breathalyzer or Gojek. If you're drunk, put the bike there. Like that kind of stuff should be. Because right now, there's people here, they think that Bali is just a wild country. I mean, my friends, a lot of people die or injured and they break their neck forever because somebody just drunk and hit them on the bike with babies and stuff like that. It's just so stupid for me to see that because, like the officials should be more responsible on the tourist area. You know what I mean? So I hope with this new cabinet of Bali, whoever's going to be picked, they can fix that up. Because also if I see the infrastructure of going on with whatever they're doing in Uluwatu, with the MRT on this and that, but it's already been signed a few years ago. Okay, now we can complain, but we need infrastructure, If they Google, I say, I saw on Instagram, say, what they doing to Uluwatu, blah, blah, blah. I mean, in the long run, I'm from Bali, born and raised in Bali. My kids are Bali, I run a restaurant, airport, this and that. I don't even drive a car anymore.
People also talking about like, okay, there is so many opinions going around and people like just talking, complaining. There is no solution.
Opinion about what?
Like everything. People have opinion about everything, but there is no solution.
Now that's what I mean. I mean, you're gonna keep on cleaning the sungai.
Yeah.
But we need to start doing this from grade 1 in school. Right? If you throw rubbish on the beach in Australia, somebody come, hey, pick that up, mate. So it has to come from your own heart. And I'm the kind of guy, I'm saying, man, listen, if you want trash here, I'll provide it. Not just during a comps, clean up the beach. Or clean up this a day. It won't work. We need to start this from, like Australia, like in first grade, from school, educate them from school about trash. Because in the old days of Bali, they throw everything in the sungai, but there's only a few people do that. They wash their clothes in the sungai, but nowadays they throw everything on the sungai.
And
we have millions of people doing that.
But you have a Bali Life Foundation, right?
I have, yeah.
So what is that for?
So for our foundation is basically throwing with education.
Yeah.
With our education, then we educate the children, and then we're taking care of the children who are orphan, who doesn't have any mother and father, and then abuse. And then we also have another feeding and learning center for the beggars, the one from northeast of Bali, from Tianyar.
They have the boss of that.
Yeah.
Some people have gold chain in their ankle. Because somebody picked them up in the car at the end of the night.
And then after that, we also have another feeding and learning center in Tepe Asu, which is the largest rubbish tip area in Bali, which is 32 hectares of land of waste nearby Serangan. So they have about 200 families there,
Yeah.
800 people.
How often, like I see Bali is like mainly family-based island, right? So how often do you see orphans? Like,
How many?
A lot
Many.
of orphanage, but you know, it's like there's a boss of that. They're orphanage, but the one is in Kuta laying around. That's a mafia. Sorry to say.
so it's like
Somebody's
they use
picking them
children
up,
to
put them in
beg-
there. They have gold chain, they have phones. It doesn't make sense. I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it.
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah, but not. That's
No,
the
no.
things. That's the things about when the people actually think about orphanage. They think about that, because that's what we need to understand and educate people also about the orphanage in Bali and orphans of Bali, because the government doesn't have any orphanage in Bali.
Yeah, like foundation.
They actually
Synergy.
partnership,
Synergy.
yeah, synchronize and then partnership with all of the people,
Yeah.
all of the component in Bali,
companies.
yeah. So like we have those, but we still believe in family values. That's why we set up our feeding and learning center. All right, we only take children who are really in needs into our home.
Yeah.
So that's why we set up our feeding and learning center, so they can still be with their families.
Yeah,
We
true.
empower the moms. We teach the mom how to make handicraft. We also
it,
and sell it,
UMKM.
and then we also educate the children, give them a free school, free education, and feed them. If you give them a full tummy, then they can educate.
Yes.
If you don't give them a full tummy, they won't be able to educate it.
Yeah.
So the problem, again, what Raymond said is very true, because we don't start from early, right?
Yeah,
if you start on early, like in
Elementary school.
Yeah.
Kelas 1 SD TK, you know?
modern in modern
Fundamental.
country, yeah,
It's fundamental.
It's very fundamental to start it early, so we understand. Okay, the yellow bean is for this, the red bean is for this, the green bean is for this one. But even though we do that here, like in Made Warung, they do that. So you have this one, but then the trash,
Yeah, they just put it
put it
together.
all together in one trash.
So the system doesn't go together.
Don't
You know what I
think
mean?
It's also people like, I don't care.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
the
the
problem.
things.
That's what-
That's the things. That's the things what
Penalty,
education
we
need
need
to
to
do,
do
and then the government to enforce it. We have the rules about all of that. We actually have a rules and law about all
nobody
of this
follow.
stress, but we don't enforce it. Like it's not just.
It's not our jurisdiction.
Yeah, it's not us. We cannot enforce it. Have to be the government who enforce that one. Well,
It's fundamental. It takes one generation to do this, brother. You know.
Because new generation comes up, we need to educate them, because
Yeah,
I
from
don't
the
think
early days.
old
like,
people will learn. I
Yeah.
don't think old people will learn.
because like in old days, the old people they use banana leaf
Yeah.
as what they for food, right, Raymond?
Yeah.
Not plastic,
Yeah.
so they just throw it away.
No
but it's
problem,
organic,
it's
or no
organic.
problem, it's
Yeah.
organic.
Yeah.
But nowadays, they doesn't have any banana leaf. They use plastic, right? And then they throw it away. They think that's banana leaves. It's actually plastic what they throw away. That's what happened.
takes like 80 years to.
Yeah.
And then the fish eats it up. I hope we have the changes, because Bali is the #1 destination.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if we could do this here with, what do you call it, the mock-up of the example, what we can do. Because there's a lot of companies that want to invest here, like disposal business. We don't even have that.
Yeah.
Because right now we're throwing it in Mungwi, and then if they close that, they will move money and this and that. It's just, if you see at the back now, because I was like, like sometimes they don't pick up our trash
That's
for like
right.
4 days, 5 days. What do I do? It's gonna smell rotten. So now I have system here with Janur, the organic. I built like 6 different things, and also my house, just my surroundings. To learn, even in my house, I have different for organic and non-organic. The non-organic one, like plastic, I wash it out so it doesn't smell, because the smell would create. So wash it. It just takes a week to teach them,
Yeah.
and then see the difference, because
But are you guys generally worried about, like, there's
I'm
so
worried
many
about it.
so many foreign investment coming in, like in future, in 10 years, what
the
will
foreign
become of
investment for me, they just invest.
Bali? Yeah.
But the bottom part, it's just they don't know about this. Like whatever they do here they need to be controls. I mean, like we have water problem and stuff.
Yeah.
Traffic. I mean, like you have to know if it's a housing area, you can't build a 5-star resort in there.
Yeah.
Or a mall.
Because obviously the government the PDAM will prioritize the 5-star resort because the rate is much higher than the residential area, much higher.
Good.
Because that's what's happened, you know. That's why a lot of the residential place doesn't have water, because the lane to there is already stopped. The lane to the commercial area, that's where the money is.
Yeah.
So that's the problem, especially particularly in Bukit area, where drilling is very hard. Also, it's very expensive
Well,
to
there's
drill
a
water.
system right now. Just have salt water. There's a pipe there. I can take you there. There's a pipe because the Pelingser di sana is a good friend of mine, Uncle Watu. He owns all the lands and single fin and all that. Dia punya 14 hektar, you know? So what we need to do is just, like Danau Toba now. Look at that. Mr. Luhut did well. So also with Powers, my friend did. The toll road now? It doesn't run by electricity anymore. It's run by solar panel. If you don't know that, I can show you some videos because the guy, green energy guy, came here a lot, and we want to bring the system here. We have the sun here completely.
Always.
Always.
Yeah, always. It's supposed to be rainy season.
And
but
also
still.
we can generate to the
Yeah.
PLN, and also the trash burning we can turn into the energy.
Waste to
It's a
energy
lot of
management.
ways.
So what would you say was day-to-day stress?
Day-to-day stress, I don't have stress. I just want to help people. That has, I'm also helping a lot of, contests and this and that. I'm doing a lot of social work on the 25th. We do also Panti Asuhan for, to donate and stuff like that, to help them out with rice and this and that. But where do they go from there? After school, they have to have direction. Not just stuck there, and then they go to a mafia or a gang, and then they become. Have to have directions, Because right now, I just saw this morning, Prabhu yesterday has all this little different ministry, and I hope it works out because they need a new generation. Because what Bali is, everybody wants to have a peace in Bali, all around the world, and has to be delegated with rules, starting from the bottom, infrastructure. I have business in Canggu. I have a Revolver there and Shortcut. You see the Shortcut, I went. It's not even traffic, man.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
And also the construction, the dust. Like you
the
drive
dust,
on the road. You imagine sometimes you close your eyes just because of dust. You might get into accident. I am scared. Also the future of Bali because it's mainly in different level. The crime will go up. I feel like the reason is it is attracting wrong people not from Indonesia. I'm saying outside Indonesia.
Yeah.
It's bringing wrong people in because of the party industry. People coming in, people are stupid, people are stealing, people are robbing. Bule are robbing.
Robbing.
It's a different story, right? Bule robbing, bule stealing, bule selling drugs. Like all this is bringing different kind of people here.
That's why
and now
we can't blame us. We have to blame the officials. Not blaming them. They just need to be more tougher and be open about this. Because right now, for me, I have to call everybody. Hey, there's a problem there. I got to call every day. Problem there, problem here, problem there. It's like, if you don't know anyone, it's hard. But there should be a synergy between a village where they stay. When they call somebody, it's supposed to be 911.
no, I also think the image of Bali. We need to if we have the image of Bali, like back in the days, image of Bali. Who come to Bali? Like, who wants to relax and go to surf, just chill, right? Now, the image of Bali is party island.
It is a party island, no problem.
Yeah.
Thailand is a party island, but nobody does that because the police are
Copenhagen
tough.
is a party island. Anywhere else is Thailand is okay, but they don't bring.
Try to do that in Thailand, the police will lock you up big time, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. It just needs to be.
But they came up with a new rule, no? Like Australians, if do anything, they get jailed here 20 years or something, no? Recently.
Yeah, it depends. It's not about
No, it's not out yet.
But why this is the problem. I'm not saying about bad. My kids are I have a house in Australia. My kids are half Australian. But when they're in Australia, they don't even think about having 3 beers and go nuts and go on a bike and just no helmet, no shoes, no.
Because the rules there.
No, the
and
rules
they
here.
execute those rules.
Who make the rules? Should be the officials. Should be tougher, not like. I'm
We
not
have the
blaming
rules
it.
too, but we just not enforce it well.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
may be enforced.
We have the same rules. We have a
It's
good
only
rules.
Badung, man. It's only this area, Badung, Canggu, Seminyak, Uluwatu. It's just those places, not that hard, and Kuta.
Because everything is centralized in South Bali, right?
Yeah.
Everything is centralized in South Bali. So to make that equals for everybody, I think, like us, in my opinion, I don't know about Raymond, but in my opinion, nowadays after COVID, when Uluwatu is just booming up, before it's not like that, but in Bukit area, because it's so centralized now in Bukit, everybody from Canggu nowadays moves to Bukit. Many of my friends.
This is opportunity.
Yeah,
But
it's bigger opportunity in Bukit and also cheaper land than Canggu, right? And then up northwest, right?
Yeah.
But in Bukit right now, because of that problem, it's getting packed overpopulated or over tourism, but
it's just the growth is too fast.
yeah, but the infrastructure is not there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so
Sort of.
we've got so many people comes into the area, but we don't have enough kosan. We don't have enough housing.
True.
So Costco
We don't have
is a
enough
government-based.
water. No.
So this is the case.
Private.
Most
Yeah,
people
but
in
still-
Bali, I have a business there. Yeah? So this is the case. Okay, most of the staff, Kuta Seminyak people, they already have money because of the land Canggu.
Yeah.
But the one that has to travel is from Tabanan, Negara, Seminyak. Man, for them to go to Uluwatu
To
and come
Uluwatu,
back
yeah.
to just say their family is in Topati
Tabanan,
or
yeah.
Tabanan, that's a long
I've got a friend.
petrol way.
Yeah, I've got a friend who actually work in Karma, like one of the resort there. He actually live in Tabanan every day, bro.
Yeah.
2 hours. So that's 4 hours on the road. More than that sometimes. But
Like
the
hotel, like for instance, Kapinski, or a big mulia, yeah? They have a housing for them, whoever works there. You can sleep there like a room.
like a mess.
A mess, because it's far, bro. Or they should.
At least there is an option for that one. You know what I mean? Like, because they employ like 500, 1,000 people.
They get paid so much. I mean, like for them, okay, they buy a bike, automatic bike. If you use that 4 hours a day, after 4 years, it's gonna wreck. Plus petrol and time consumed.
Time is.
I have one
it's very
staff
important
here,
now, yeah.
right from Nagara here. You can interview him. Yeah, his house got demolished from the Banjir,
Banjir, yeah.
from the landslide a few last rainy season.
Last
so I
year.
helped him out. So he's start work at 5. He leaves at 2. That's how dedicated he is. And I give him tip because wow, that's my head's off, dude.
Because it's the main thing about is time, right? So to sit on the traffic is the worst thing to do these
Yeah,
days.
because you waste
Like,
time,
yeah.
right? And you waste time and you waste petrol.
Yeah.
And also oil for your bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then air pollution, everything.
everything.
Yeah.
And you're not getting paid for that time.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So that's why it's wasted.
But,
so
but also for me it's to because of also this, people are getting stressed. Because of that, so many fights are actually happening.
that's the thing. It's a lot of this thing happening with the bubble tourism happening after 2022. It's a lot of social conflict. In Uluwatu, yes. Obviously in Canggu, because we've got a lot of news from Canggu with the social conflicts. In Kuta, yeah, with the tourists, with the local with tourists, local with local, tourists with tourists.
Yeah.
So there's social conflicts need to be acknowledged. We have to acknowledge that we actually have a problem.
Because I see it, like for me, I enjoy sitting in the traffic. I like to see people how
I hate it.
I like to see their emotions, sometimes.
No, dude. I got road rage every time.
Exactly. So I am getting to that stage now. You see the difference? I
Dude,
enjoy
it's
sitting in
stressful.
traffic.
Because strapping this guy's on the bike, another car, and you want to move it, it's like, this is your lane. And then they say, hey man, what's your problem? Mate, you're in my lane.
And this is the thing, like the other day, Canggu Shortcut, right?
Oh,
so it's just an example, right? So one side is only cargoes, the other side is only like a
bikes,
small
yeah,
lane for
yeah,
the
yeah.
other people to come. My friend went in, the other guy was like coming all the way here, stopping him. My friend honked I think that's what he told me. So he said, honk, what are you doing in front of me, right?
We all
So the guy get down the bike,
fine.
took the helmet off. What's your problem?
Hey.
And I'm like, bro, like, in my thinking, I'm like, he has the right to way to go, and you're arguing with the guy and
He's in the right situation.
yeah, and he's like, I want to fight. I'm like, my friend,
I'm
don't want to
local.
fight.
I'm this and that. Yeah, that's the problem. Maybe for me, it should be like.
He's not a local. This is the thing. He's not a local.
But he knows one local who back him up.
I don't understand. This is the thing. Like, it's getting out of control, and like,
That's what I'm trying to say. Because okay, we have Nilo Jalante now. We need a real people, officials, people like the 911. Just say in front of Fins, what time is it busy? Fight doesn't happen from 3 to 9.
they open the
10 to 12.
Yeah.
That's where everybody goes nuts.
Yeah.
Go bike, hit the bike, bang. That's the when they have to be there. That's why for me to see that I'm scared sometimes also because
Of course, like I know
They
a
have
lot of
no
people, I
shirt,
still
no
like,
helmet.
Yeah.
when they hit somebody on the bike with a lady or with a kid and the kid died, oh, imagine that. I've seen that a lot, bro.
I think in Bali it doesn't matter who you know. I think if you're in the wrong place, wrong
That's what I'm trying to say. That's
fucked.
that's no
Yeah.
discrimination here.
Yeah.
I mean, like who? If I'm in the raw, I says I would not be in the raw.
yeah.
But if somebody, because I don't really look Indonesian, but I'm born and raised here.
Yeah.
My first language was Balinese. Okay, I was one of the first mix. So I always got discriminated since I was a kid. Okay, so they still don't know who I am. But if I'm in the right, I go to the max. Because if they want to go to the police or this and that, because they know, and then they know who I am. But that's not the problem. What about if you don't know anybody? It's just-
Exactly.
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Should be the right. It's right. That's why Nilo Jalante, I really respect her, because she's, because there are people think, oh man, she's a very against bullying. No, she's against the bullying that really like ruined Bali. It comes here. Because sometimes I don't understand these people just go on a bike just with a tattoo, just one local guy, whoever it is.
I mean, I think we're still not there yet.
No.
We need to
I
get
think if
there,
we-
right?
But it's getting
I think,
there.
Yeah, getting there. But this is the time you control that. Like, if you don't do this, it's gonna get out of hand. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready, like I said to the village as well. Put cameras around. Who's going to control it? Have a quick response. Because I call somebody if I had a trouble, blah blah blah. It takes them a day. Sorry, they didn't pick up the call. If I didn't defend myself, I would have been dead. And then I pay a monthly up in a minute yuran.
Security.
That's why right now, Seminyak, right now, there's a camera everywhere. I have cameras on the street. I have cameras before. The police also came to my apartment in Jalan Warkudara. I have an apartment there. We have a permanent. Police come there, so can I see your CCTV? And like, Kuta has 13 banjar, okay? Legian has 3. Seminyak has Basangkasa sama Seminyak. Kuta has to, if you see the Kuta side, it's one of the best beaches in Bali. Sorry to say.
Yeah,
sorry.
it is. I think.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why it stopped.
It's wider and like
White sand
long,
beach. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's Tango is hard. I mean, like it's a good way for surf, but not for swimming.
Yeah.
What surfing?
More
Fighting.
surfing. Surfing and partying.
There's
And
no
for me,
surfing.
when I was a surfer, 20 years ago, it takes me like 40 minutes to go to Canggu.
Yeah.
And now,
2 hours?
1 hour.
I don't even want to go, man. I go to jet ski, call Marcelo, I go on the beach, man, jet ski.
Call
true.
Marcelo. He'll take you on the beach.
No, he's the head of the Bala Vista, right?
But you both Hindus? Yeah?
I'm Christian.
I'm Hindu.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it really.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
bro.
like what happened the other day is. What do you guys think about it?
Which one?
And Finns Beach? For me personally, like me, I'm not Balinese, but I am Bataknese. But I need to respect what the culture here. Like what happened with Finns Beach last time. It doesn't have. We all live in tolerance. Like I'm Hindu, he's Hindu, I'm Christian, another one is Muslim.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter for
Religion's
us.
religion.
So tolerance, like we are the biggest Muslim country in the world.
No, the most mixed, huh?
Yeah, the most mixed.
Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, doesn't exist in any other.
Other country.
But
Our
satu-satu-
forefathers make this nation Like you look up our Saudis and the one in Saudis, they speak the same language, they have the same religion, they still split into multiple countries, right? Like us, we have 285 million population. All of us have 5 big religion. We all come together, hand in hand. And then you do that in front of us. You do that kind of disrespectful things in front of us, while we taking care and we each one of us work hard for our tolerance, and you do that to us. It's not acceptable.
But that's how, like, it's happening now.
It's happening, yes.
Yeah.
That's why you need to voice your
Like,
voice. It's not cannot be just noise, you know.
Yeah.
Our voice need to be a voice. It's not just noise. That's what Raymond said. He's been here forever. He's the first mixed kids here. So what happened there? Okay, but then we need to taking care of Bali. Like what?
Friend spaces like this, okay? I mean, okay,
I mean, we have to speak practical and logical, like rather
so,
like.
okay, if you know what adat istiadat di Bali is, yeah? Everything has different, okay? Whoever big backing out this and that, ada yang back up. Even that guy, the Pandesa, got caught for OTT, huh?
Yeah.
Because my friend, I don't want to mention his name, you know, he's a big shot. He's the DPR as well. He's the one who's, I mean, come on, man, you're really the you know, they're representing the village. Brawa is one banyak. Brawa tumolong sama Canggu. You know, tiga itu kan. Brawa, Canggu, Perenanan. Yeah. Come on, I mean, like, don't think short term. I mean, like, short term is like, oh, I'm here to
Make money.
big investor,
Yeah,
just
big
take the
investors
money.
comes, yeah.
You know, it's just.
I think that's the human's problem nowadays.
That's
they
why
only think about it
also
like
I'm talking to
short
immigration
term.
right now,
Yeah.
right? Because there's a lot of agents problem here, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
True.
because right now the immigration head of Denpasar in Badung is a friend of mine in the airport as well. I mean, I would love to help people to, you know, I already talked to the immigration as well. Do like a notary. A notary has certified from the government that you are licensed to
Be a
just click.
consultant. Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do that before they want 2 billion. Nobody has it. Because at the end of the day, they come to me to fix it up. I would love to help, but dude, even a Bakso guy could be an agent now, you know, or a visa agent because they know somebody and they take the money. And if somebody's overstayed for a month or two, and then they took the money, they don't answer the phone, and they said that they said lepas batu sembunyi tangan means it's not my fault. I already paid them, but they haven't paid that. You go there. It's just
Go around and around.
how can we have investor here? Because it's for Bali, bro.
Yeah.
Because listen, I'm here for the rest of my life, born and raised, and I will die here. People that come here, they have to understand what are problems and fix it up. Because every Joe Blow could be an agent. And not just agent, they just run away with the money.
Yeah. People take money and they don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it, I want to help people too. You know, how can we get investor here? When they take the money and they get busted, and they say, I don't know your agent. They run off, they close the freaking thing, they run off to I don't know what.
Another place.
Yeah.
That's why it's need to be safe.
And
That's
there's no
wrong.
quitancy, there's no thing. That's why
There's no in
I wanna
paper,
be
you know.
like a restaurant. We have license. If you fucked it up, I'm sorry to say, if you screw it up, they close your place down. So give a certificate like a notary.
Yeah.
Notary, if they play around, if they're wrong, they take the license away. It's a good way to think.
It's good that you mentioned about food industry right now, because is there a way in the, like, they check in the kitchen and see everything is clean, or like, you know, a lot of people complain about the food is shit in Bali, that it gives me
You know how many in
Bali.
Badung, how many restaurants in just Badung from here to there?
so many, like,
No, I'm telling you,
yeah.
just from here till Bukit. You know how many? 9,000.
Can't count. Yeah.
9,000.
Yeah.
But that works only if you 98.5% fail. Yeah? Because they don't have the infrastructure, pembuangan, the
Limbah.
gutter system
Yeah.
is wrong, and then the people are pissed, and this and that. I'm sorry, they paid people off. I don't know who.
People get sick also.
People get sick because they have to have rules.
Sanitary.
Yeah.
They doesn't have
That's
enough
why,
hygiene.
you know what? They should go to Thailand and have a look because the stall there, look, it's all stainless. It runs by the government. They check the oil. Man, there's 33 million tourists there, man.
You are at someone's home being respected to the
Yeah.
yeah.
Like us, what we're saying is di mana bumi dipijak di situ
Yeah.
di ujung.
Yeah.
Where is your land you step in, that's where you carry the sky. That's what you need to do. When I was studying in my college and university, there is 3 components in tourism: culture, community, and nature. That's 24 years ago, mate.
Yeah.
24 years ago, he already said that. Culture, community, and nature. So you need to understand the culture. You need to take care of the culture. You need to understand the people, the community.